Thanks, Gregor. Good morning, Josh. I don't know if it's fair to say that Logan Stanley at this point has opened some eyes, but because he's maybe been one of the real surprises of the whole season. But what he and Tucker Pullman have done in that third pairing, physical and as Paul suggested, like closing tight gaps and really not allowing a whole lot. What's impressed you about that pairing, and how much has that helped, freeing up your minutes and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, they've both been awesome for us. I think for Stan, he's just been getting better and better. And the more that he has the opportunity to play, he's going to keep getting better. And, he's obviously a big guy. They're both big guys. They have long reaches. And I think they've been playing aggressive with a ton of confidence. And it's been huge for us to have them playing like that. And I think it's got to be a hard pairing to play against. When you have two guys that are that big and can both move really well and have a nice long reach. So they've been playing great, and we're going to need them to keep doing that.
Next to Paul Friesen from the Winnipeg Sun. Go ahead, Paul.
Hey, Josh, what kind of look did you get at Dylan DeMello's shot block? Someone last night called it hand of God kind of comparison in the soccer goal. And have you ever seen anything like it before?
Yeah, I mean, it was just that's playoff hockey. It was a desperation play, and I mean, to have a feel for what part of the net might have been open. I mean, it was pretty spectacular. We were kind of joking about it after. It almost looked like he was playing volleyball, and he was trying to get a block at the net. Obviously turned around, so it was pretty remarkable. And that's the kind of effort that we need this time of year to win games. And it was a difference maker last night.
Go next to Sean Reynolds from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Sean.
Thanks, Gregor. Hey, Josh. Andrew, I thought said something interesting about how earlier in his career in the playoffs, every time you guys won it, like you were winning the Stanley Cup, every time you lost it felt like it was all over. I was wondering if you could kind of give me your experience, what it was like when you were younger, how you feel you've grown, and as a whole, how you think this team has grown and is taking the ups and downs that go with the series. Clearly, you guys are really up right now.
Yeah, I think that's the same. That was the same for me as well. Definitely, you sort of, I feel like I would ride the roller coaster a little bit more in the playoffs. And, obviously we're off to a great start here, and we're going to have to deal with adversity and, tough games at some point in time. But I feel like we're better equipped to handle that as a team individually. So I would agree with that for sure. There's, I think it's all about being even keel and, kind of coming to work the next day ready to go again, and, working that much harder, but just having that relentless mindset of, continuing to bring your game and never coming off it.
We'll go next to Ken Weeb from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Thanks, Gregor. Morning, Josh. Blake used the word hardened to describe kind of what you guys went through late in the year. Can you quantify what it means to go through that kind of a stretch when you prepare for a playoff series?
Yeah, I think obviously it was a tough time, a pretty dark time for the group, that's for sure. There's I think when you're in a stretch like that, it takes a ton of effort and resilience and mental toughness to come out of it. I mean, at that point in time, it felt like next to impossible to win a game. When you're on a big winning streak, it's hard to continue, but sometimes the wins will come easier. It just felt like we couldn't buy a win, and we were scratching and clawing to do so. But I think mentally as a group, we really had to come together and sort of learn to have that resilience, that mental toughness that it takes in the playoffs, whether you're up or down in a series or a game. And I think also on the ice, from a team perspective, tactically, I think we made some adjustments that, we knew would sort of take a little bit of time, but would serve us well in the playoffs and in big games. And I think we've seen a real improvement in that area. And, it's going to be the focus for us, for the rest of this series and continuing to build off of those things that we've been working on.
We'll go next to Paul Friesen from the Sun. Go ahead, Paul.
Josh, a losing streak like that must really test confidence and belief as well. How much does that grow even just with 1 or 2 playoff wins?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely grows. Certainly it was a nice way for us to end the season with a couple of wins in the regular season. I think I thought that there were a lot of games over our stretch there that, we were playing better and better. But certainly coming in as the road team, into Edmonton, that's great to get a couple wins and feel the confidence that we should have, from those wins. Everybody understands you have to win 4 games to win a series, so there's a lot of work to be done. But I think we should be a confident group going home and continuing to focus on the process and believing in the process, because we've had some short-term success with some of the adjustments we've made, and we're going to have to stick to that and continue to get better in those areas, to continue to have the success we are.
Just a couple more for Josh. We'll go next to Jason Bell from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Jason.
Josh, you go to Edmonton and you win twice. Now you come home, but it's a different. Maybe as a player, explain the sort of the benefits, or do they cancel each other out when there's no whiteout and there's not 15,000 on Portage and Main or whatever, or is there a tangible benefit to being at home and really liking the opportunity to maybe really gain control of the series at home?
Yeah, I think if I understand the question, I mean, there's, obviously playing at home is fantastic. But, not having the whiteout is, I mean, that's such an advantage to have. Every home team probably feels the same way, but certainly for us, our fans and the Jets crowd, the whiteout, the, people packing the streets. I mean, it's a huge advantage to have. So, obviously we're going to miss that, but, going home, I think, having the last change and the ability to maybe control some of those things a little bit more will be huge. But the mindset can't change for us. I think we have to sort of keep that, hard style road game mindset going home. And obviously with the back-to-back, those 2 games are going to happen fast, and they're going to go by in a hurry. So we're going to need to be ready to go and, know that they're only going to push harder and they're only going to be better themselves.
And final question to Sarah Lesky from TSN. Go ahead, Sarah.
Morning, Josh. I know it's only 2 games, but being able to keep McDavid and Draisaitl off of the score sheet, how much pride not only does the team, but kind of your defensive group right now take in the job that you guys have been able to do in limiting them so far in this series?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we've played 2 solid games as a group. Been able to find a way to get to big wins on the road. But there's no celebrating, amongst our group. That's for sure. We know how talented those players are, and how talented they are in their ability to score goals and make plays. So, there's no time to let your foot off the gas or sort of think you have it figured out. You know, we can look at a lot of the things we've done well, and we should be a confident group in our ability to, you know, try to bring our best game. But yeah, we still are focused on the task at hand, and you know, we're going to have to be even, you know, sharper and better as the series goes on, because, you know, like I said before, we know they're going to be better, and you know, those top players for them are going to continue to be better as well.